Hey, what's up? It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming in. Today I will be making a reactionary/response video on The Breakfast Club when they interview Keyshia Cole. The specific topic for the video is Keyshia Cole on living life out loud. Sounds like a name of a TV show for me. Sounds like the name of a new TV show to me. Trusting love again, celebrating her career moves, and more. So I will be commentating while eating snacks. And what more can she say? Sounds like the title of an album. Okay, so this interview is about 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes, 43 seconds. For some reason, I thought it was about 30 minutes, but I'm going to commit to this and move forward. Keyshia Cole on living life out loud, trusting love again, celebrating her career, and more. Let's get into this Breakfast Club review right here. Keyshia Cole been out a long time. The song that most people remember her by is the song called Love. It was a romantic ballad or something. Not one of my favorite songs, but unfortunately, that was one of the songs I actually remembered the lines to. There she is. Dude. She looked like a lion. She needs to be on Lion King Broadway musical. And she looks scary. She be looking scary. Not ugly, but scary, like... Y'all don't go over to Keyshia Cole's house because she can read your thoughts. She can read minds. And she can cut you right here with her eye. Don't get too close to her eyelashes because they're knives that extend and they'll stick you. Isn't she a mom? Oh, I know her kids in line. Yes, mother. Yes, mama. Okay, mama. I got mama. I'll be good, mama. I got all A+, mama. She like, you better. Like, oh. It's pretty hair, though. It's pretty color. What is that, like ombre? It's ombre, orange, harvest. Now, when did this interview come out? May 29, 2025. Now she's rocking harvest colors in her hair. Hey, you know, long gone are the days of where you cannot wear white past Labor Day and all those stupid rules where they dictated, like on the odds, what color are you gonna wear today? The color is red. Oh, long gone are those days. Pretty hair color, it's layered, you know, it's golden like the sun at the top, and it ombres down to a chestnut roasted over an open fire brown. Honey rusted brown. Honey roasted maple brown. Am I ever gonna get finished with this interview in time? I get lost because she's really light-skinned. Not like, it's like, man, I just keep forgetting. It's like me. If I don't be under the sun too long, I get lighter and I look sick. So it's weird sometimes. And then now that the sun is out and I'm in the sun more, I have more color to me. You know, it be like that. So it was like, what color am I actually? Which shade of beige is I? Which shade of beige am I? Sometimes I'm tan, sometimes I'm the color of this t-shirt, sometimes I'm this color, Sometimes I get like this when I'm sick. I think we share the same thing though when it comes to that. Dang, 20th. Charlamagne said this is her 20th year anniversary for which album? It's just been 20 years. It seemed like longer than that. No shade. 20 years? That's it? Where's this white coming from? Oh. She says she's still processing the fact that she's doing a 20th year anniversary tour. But she's still processing the fact. So is she coming out with a new album? And she said 20 years ago she was bashing TVs, walling out. I like on the hip hop show of Atlanta, the hip hop something of Atlanta. She was that, See? She was a fighter, but when she first came out, didn't Kanye West introduce her, put her on? She came from a hard past, had a hard life, so beating folks was in her. And now she don't beat that out of herself, and now she's refined now that she's a mother. She's a mother of how many? The Keyshia Cole and Remy Ma era. How come the way he said that it sounded like it was some drama involved in that? But it seems like anything with Remy Ma, every time I hear her name, or if I say it out loud, don't say her name 3 times. Heck, shoot, don't say it twice. She might get you. It just has a negative negative energy behind it. Especially now that all that mess was going on with her and Papoose and that boxing lady. Remy Ma, my opinion, need to sit down. In the words of Wendy Williams, have several seats. Why is Keyshia Cole wearing the amethyst from the new Jumanji movie around her neck? Say his name. Jumanji! So Keyshia Cole, in today's fashion, she's wearing chestnut roasted over an open fire ombre hair with the Jumanji necklace pendant on and her black long sleeve. The Witches of Eastwick's long sleeve shirt. She gonna kill me and we'll never work together because I said this. So she's talking about Twitter. She said Monica was trying to get her on Twitter. I agree with her. I'm not a fan of Twitter like that. And to this day, I still haven't fully figured out how to function that app. And it came out around my time, and I still haven't mastered it or haven't familiarized myself with it. But I am on Twitter. I've been on Twitter since 2010, but I don't go to it like everybody else for the news like that. It's very hard for me to understand. So she just said what she looked like. Okay, I need to rewind this because I am talking about this. Please note, we are only 2 minutes 54 seconds in roughly, and I haven't recorded for 7 minutes. But I need to rewind. What she said. Okay. Yeah, so Keyshia said she was pregnant when Twitter first started and Monica was trying to get her involved in Twitter. I still don't like Twitter like that. But I still utilize it. Man. Okay, so Charlamagne asks, what part of her story do she think people still get wrong? And that's what she says when people think she's mean. that she's really mean, she's nasty, that she has a bad attitude, she's a VITCA. She said that's the part of the story that people get wrong. She said that's not the case. But when I opened this interview up, that's all that exuded from her. The RBF, the resting face. She's very beautiful. So one thing for certain, when you're beautiful, you don't have time for the bull. So it's just this attitude that you carry around if you care. Like, please don't be talking to me. I just want to go out and have a good time. Don't even look my way. Just, please, just, oh my gosh, don't come over here. You know. So it could be just that, because Maya had it and have it too. You know, in her mind, she's probably like, oh my gosh, don't come over here. She probably used telekinesis powers. She's like, I am Maya, don't come over here. Nonetheless, she said those rumors can be debunked, but I opened out with the interview saying that's how she looked. Looked like one of the lioness from Lion King who ready to slay and slaughter anybody who cross her or cut her wrong or mess with her children. Speaking of children, she says she's ready for a daughter, so that means she has a boy. So now talking about babies, she wants another baby. Oh, wait a minute. They showed the camera too fast. There she is. I had to pause it to see. Oh, okay, so I need to see what she's wearing. Hold on. What? What is just hilarious wearing today? So that's good. Keyshia Cole's talking about, you know, she's pretty much did all the goals she wanted to, you know? I get it. That's really good. So she's thinking about setting new goals, as she should. So having a baby girl would be one of her new list of goals, and that's how it happens. I enjoy talking with my husband about my goals. I don't really like to call it a bucket list because that sounds like impending doom. Oh, my bucket list, I gotta do this. No, it's like my list is ever evolving and changing. I cross things off, but by the time I get to the list again, the things I want to do, I've outgrown that, but I try to repurpose those things to see if I may like it and adapt it to how I view and see things today. So it's pretty much like that. My list is never ending. It's always changing. I'm adding things, and when I finish things, I mark it off. But just because I mark it off and have a line through it, don't mean that I don't have to come back to it. It's just that I did that at that point in time. But now, at this new season in my life, I may want to do the same thing, but a different way. So that's how I view it. So it's nice to see in this particular point of the interview with her, her face is actually lighting up. You can see the relief on her face, a sense of softness and normalcy. You know, aside that, I honestly don't see too much of Keyshia Cole. You know, it's just more like, stick with a knife. Oh, I gotta sing these songs. Hey, that's what it's giving, girl. But that's okay, because it can be your protector pendant along with your Jumanji amulet. She is gonna kill me when and if I meet her in person. And when I say that, that could be in these digital streets. You don't actually have to meet somebody in person anymore. YouTube, I mean, like these celebrities talk to us, like right now on YouTube, they meet you where you at. She like, I don't appreciate you, little girl. Her not knowing how old I am, real. I don't appreciate you, little girl, talk about my hair and my necklace like that. You got some nerve. You don't even know who. I thought you was changed. And then cue the song. She like, I might as well have stayed the same. Cause now I can't beat your. And I'm like, thank God she has changed. As much as she wanna come and hit me, I'm through. If it didn't fit, it must have quit. I'm through. Oh yeah, so let me see. How in the world do Jessica? She is a girl. She is wealthy and she can afford stylists. But I'm like, how in the world do she change her hair so fast? Like the last video she had, it was slicked down to the side with the Shanti. It was like a little side part. It was cute. It was slicked down. And I was wondering if she put mousse in her hair to lay it down like that, or did she use some gel? Because her hair was laid down. It was nice. So in this one, her hair is like, let me look. It's close to her scalp again. Maybe so because it's hot. You know, she don't want to sweat in her scalp because that can be annoying in the summertime. Well, I get your hair done up like that really well, and then just for you get a sew-in or something, and you're gonna be sweating from your scalp so tough. It's like the hairstyle is ruined. It's like, take this out, take it out. So her hair is braided in these really cool braid things, and it look like flowers are in her hair. Shouts out to Just Hilarious hairstylist. That is really mad cool. Now I'm not a fan personally of wearing braids tight to my scalp. That's just not me because my hair isn't free. I try it every once in a while to put twists in my hair. I have done that. Every blue moon I will do that, but to have cornrows in my hair personally, that's not the style for me because I want my hair to, it feels like I'm imprisoning my hair and it makes me sad. But that is pretty. Her makeup is on point today. I think she's getting some help, and I'm happy because now her outfits are becoming more uniform and polished in a way that still best reflects her, but it's not like it's quite all over the place. And I'm not saying she doesn't know how to dress, not at all, but it just seemed like she just didn't have time to do everything. And so that reflected because heck, she's a mom, she's married, she's still getting her feet together in this new type of business life. You know, she hit some turbulence, but we're not here to talk about Jess. But shouts out to Jess and her having someone help her, or she found a way to develop a system so she can be presented the way she wants on the platform. I'm happy. I like the fashions. Y'all, I'm here for the fashion. So congratulations. Let me get back to the Keyshia Cole interview. I'm very proud of Just Hilarious for sticking around. So Keyshia Cole, is she still married? That's really good if she is. Now, I don't understand. This is from May 29, 2025. She looks really small and slender on this interview. Here come a commercial that I cannot skip. It's for Fifth Third Bank. Why would I want to go to Fifth Third Bank? Because it reminds me of that constitutional thing where they said black people only like a portion or a fraction of a human. So every time I think of Fifth Third Bank, I only think of that. So why would I want to bank there? I'm waiting for these commercials to pass. Skip commercial. I like what he's pointing out. Since that's all Charlamagne is saying, you know, he's giving Keyshia her flowers, saying that he appreciates the beauty and the fact that she was able to grow on her own terms. Like she did mention that, you know, she was out there, she was hood, she was ratchet, she fought everybody. But she transitioned from that to where she is now. A poised woman who is not acting out on impulse and emotions. And you know, unless she had anger and stuff. She admits to anger. What? So she's talking about she's never seen her son angered. So she's scared because she's waiting for her son to just yell, be loud, get angry, or argue. Now, that's what will bother me because I'm a pretty mild-mannered woman. So when I would be at work or just growing up and going to school, I'm a mild-mannered person. So people are always waiting for me to blow up on somebody, to raise my voice, yell, get angry, get upset. And that's what made me angry because instead of you watching your own business and all the crap you guys have going on, gossiping, already sleeping around, just being jealous and acting out on your insecurities and all that bull. You up here looking at me wondering why I don't lose my temper. It's because naturally so. I'm just not like that. I'm an easygoing person, but I would get so angry when people would just try to intentionally provoke me because of that. And then they're like, there it is. I'm like, WTF. I pray that what goes around comes around happen to you fast. And I'm there to watch with popcorn in hand. People are so weird. So that's what Keyshia is talking about now. Since she's talking about like her son isn't acting like that. Don't wait around for it. Girl, you've been blessed. Count it on joy that maybe because you put in the work to not be that, you didn't pass that crap on to your kids. So that's a blessing. So knock, Keyshia Cole. Don't be looking for something that might not be there because you might provoke your child to wrath. Please know that that's the other portion of the Bible scripture where they say children obey your parents so your days will be long, all that bull. But parents never go on to say parents or fathers don't provoke your child to wrath because you don't get it. So keep that in mind, Keyshia. You're doing something right. So congratulations, and I'll move on. I would like to read a book about her and the day in the life of being a mom. That would be a joy to read. Exactly. So Charlamagne is like, when they grew up, they were used to yelling and screaming. That's the environment they grew in. Yelling and screaming and being loud and showing no type of controlling their emotions. So they were used to that. So Charlamagne is giving Keyshia Cole her kudos to say that that's proof that you brought up your child in a wonderful environment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Tobias, her child's name, one of her children's names is Tobias. Tobias is one of the characters from the Amazing World of Gumball. That's dope. Did you get your inspiration from there? And I'm making that face because I'm quite sure that's a hard no that you did not name your son after the child from the Gumball show. But either way, shouts out to Tobias and the Adventures of Gumball show also. Dog, am I sweating? Why? Lauren LaRosa is not saying anything. When is she going to chime in? Her hair is done nicely. Lauren, your hair done is nicely, girl. Her hair's done nicely. Look at her face. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I have to pause it. She is calling Charlamagne out because Keyshia Cole said her child be ranking on her brother. Keyshia Cole said her son be ranking on the other brother, calling him big back and all that stuff, right? And so as Keyshia is going on in the interview or conversation, it's just hilarious. It's like, I wonder where he got that from, referencing big back. And she make this weird face. That was a good face. She's like, because she got it, her son got it from the Breakfast Club. And she pointing like a school kid. Ooh, he learned big back from you. You, I'm telling. Keyshia Cole, go beat his butt. Do it for me. One time for the one time. So that's a mini computer. That's cute. So, she regrets putting her life on the TV show. Keyshia Cole regrets that. Because she said that nobody was getting better. The goal for the show was for them to get better. I thought so too. I thought it was supposed to have like this Ayan Van Sant type of feel. Watch us grow. We work through it and get here. That's what I was feeling. The vibe was. Everything was soft lighting, even though they grew up in a harsh world or reality and they brought that energy with them. The lighting and the presentation of the show still was soft. So that's where I thought they were going, because that's how Iyanla Vanzant presented, soft. Even though the situation that the people brought to the forefront was like from a toxic place, like from sadness and sorrow of upbringings, but the cameras were soft. So she's referring. Wow, so Keyshia, wanted her mom to get better, but her mom told Keyshia she's happy with the way she was. And so she's explaining like she wanted to, end the show because at a certain point the show wasn't reflecting any progression. So there was no point, she felt, for the show to keep going. Just one moment. Let me see here. Let me get back on here real quickly. So I'm about almost a half hour in. Let me see if I can speed this up for time's sake for me personally. This interview is no ways boring, but I have things to do too. So let me speed it up a pinch so I can get through it. Maybe I can catch what I can. So Keyshia was saying she had a talk with her mom about a year before she passed, that her mom didn't want her. A year before Keyshia's mom passed, she had a talk with her mom, and her mom says that she didn't want any care. And she said that her mom was showing appreciation and gratitude to Keyshia because Keyshia, didn't disrespect her mom, despite the state of lifestyle she chose. And her mother told Keyshia that, the Lord will bless her, that God will bless her for treating her pretty much like a regular person, despite her being like that. Loving and supporting a family member unconditionally. So Charlamagne asked if her definition of family changed since the passing of her mom. And she said no. If anything, it would make the situation stronger. Oh, that's cool. She's getting her niece a summer job. That's dope. A summer job. With teen life. Summer jobs. Excuse me. This is amazing. Let me see what else is going on in here. I may have to make this a part 2 once again for time constraints. And I probably will. So it's beautiful to hear, despite Keyshia Cole's mother's condition, she loved her mom and said she was beautiful. That's an awesome thing to say, because people can get so wrapped up in like, don't speak to that family member, they're trash, they're a functioning alcoholic, they're a functioning druggy person, don't be around them, XYZ. But I liked her mom too, because she showed care and compassion, and she just wanted to mind her own business and really be left alone and be a grown, independent woman, despite of those things that were happening. I can't say that much for sure. So that shows a lot for Keyshia to openly love her mom for who she was, despite of that. Because unfortunately, in every single family, all walks of life, there will be at least one or a few people in your family who you love dearly, who may get addicted to some type of substances or have even the gambling addiction, and you can see how it turns them a certain way. But the family is known to shun them and whisper behind their back, so I've seen it on a couple of dynamics, and it's hurtful how I would hear my parents speak of those who hit an unfortunate stronghold in their life that they cannot shake or don't know how to shake, or feel hopeless in, and they just surrender to that life, but they are still functioning. So for Keyshia to speak highly of her mother in that aspect, it shows like a glowing light from her that people, I think, do not see, because like I said, it just seems like when she presents herself, she's always on guard. There's nothing wrong with being on guard, but that's just the energy that comes out. But perhaps it's a type of form of protection, because this world is not all that nice. But I'm glad to see that this side of her, and I will wrap it up right here. I will have to make this a part 2. I stopped this wonderful interview on the 11-minute 52-second marker, and I will pick it back up and make the part 2, further down the line, the day after the tomorrow or so, because tomorrow is my husband and our 10th anniversary. So I will not be online tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 8th. So I will pick up where I left off the day or 2 after. So congratulations, Keyshia Cole. This is an informative interview. I look forward to hearing the rest of this. Thank you guys for coming in, supporting me from our first Breakfast Club review for Ashanti and Nelly. I really enjoyed that, and thank you for the positive input behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you so much for coming in. Kudos, Keyshia Cole. I would love to hear more about you and the new TV show. Bye, and thank you.